Hello, this is Jill from Paper Daisy Crafting. Thank you so much for joining me today and pressing play on the video. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demo here in the UK, bringing you inspiration for paper crafting projects, and everything I use on my video can be purchased in my online store. Go below. I use products from a company called Stampin' Up, and they're high quality, highly coordinated products which will make your paper crafting journey a dream. Right, okay, so this is our project for today. I made this for a blog hop a couple of weeks ago. Haven't got round to showing you the video tutorial yet, so I thought I'd do it today. So I did it in quite pastel-y colours on this one. I'm going to brighten it up today and do some really bright in-your-face colours. So I'm going to be using soft sweet sorbet, which I don't use very much, I have to admit. I haven't used it very much since it came, which is one of the in colours from last year, so it'll be leaving us next June. So I'm going to use that as my base. So I'm going to cut 2 panels down so that I can have one on the front, and I'm going to decorate one for the inside of the card as well. So this is going to be cut down to, I'm going to do round numbers today, so I'm going to do 10. So it measures, the card measures 10.5 wide, so I'm going to do it at 10, and the card measures 15 wide, so I'm going to do it at 14.5 centimetres. So that will give me a 1/4 centimetre border around the edge. Sometimes I do that, sometimes I do different. Today I feel like doing that. Quite a nice small border. This one I'm going to do bigger border around. This is for the inside of the card, and I'm going to do this at 9.5 centimetres. That'll make it a centimetre smaller than the actual panel in the panel in the middle of the card. So and this is 14, so there'll be a 1/2 centimetre border all the way around this one. So I'll put that out of the way so I don't use it by mistake to start with. I've mounted all the stamps that I'm going to need. It's the Sending Smiles stamp set that we use. Oh no, not that one. Where is it? Here it is. Sending Smiles stamp set. Again, got these lovely block capital messages, which I really like. I love a card to say hello. And all these flower images, and so I've got the ones that we need, so the 2 daisies and the, don't know what that is, and 2 leaves, two leaf sprigs and 2 centres of flowers. I've got them all mounted up already. So I'm going to take this piece of cardstock and I'm going to do the first daisy in Sweet Sorbet and do a little random stamping. So we'll do that one about there. Very bright and colourful this card is going to be. And we'll do this one a bit lower, a bit higher maybe. Let's do a little bit higher. There we go. So that's our Sweet Sorbet. Then I'm going to do the other daisies. Actually no, I'm going to do the leaves first. I'm going to do the leaves for these ones first so that I can see how much space is left. It doesn't really matter, they can overlap, doesn't really matter, but I'm just going to try and, I can't remember how I made my original one, if the truth be known. It's so long ago since I did it, so I'm sort of starting from scratch again about here. So I might do this one like so. There we go. So we've got 2 red daisies. We're then going to do 2 yellow daisies, fit them in around what else I've done. So these are like 2 half daisies, like you're viewing it from the side. This is Daffodil Delight that I'm using here. I'm going to change it around a bit actually. I'm going to do 1 daisy there. I'll do one over here. Oh, I'm going to put that on that leaf that's already there actually. I might come back and do another one of those, but I'll see what it looks like in a minute. Right, so I need a stem for this one. So I'm going to use this one, which is a leaf with a stem with a few fewer leaves on it. Got 3 alternatives for stems in this set. Got one with a lot of less leaves, another one with 2 sort of parts, and another one. So that gives you lots of choice. So this one's going to come there. like so. And then we've got the, I don't know what these are, they're sort of like upside down wisteria really. I don't quite know what they're meant to be. A lavender, maybe if they're, the one on this card, it reminded me of lavender. But today I'm going to do it in really in your face azure afternoon. So they won't be lavender. Maybe they're kind of delphiniums. Delphiniums come in blues, don't they? So we'll put one there. Maybe one. You're ruining my grid paper here, and all of you know how much I hate ruining my grid paper. I'm going to have to change it before I do another video now. But hey ho. I'm going to do one quite tall there. There we go. Maybe fill in a gap down here. And I'd quite like to do one up here, but I don't quite want to. Where could I put it? Could do it down here, I guess. Not quite enough room to do it on the edge here, unless I just do, I guess I could do it there. There we go, do it up there. So, and then we've just got to do some leaves for those to fit onto. I'm really thinking out loud here and go, oh, now I've got a space here. That's where I'm going to do my other yellow daisy. You know, I said I wanted to do a yellow daisy, so that's where I'm going to do it. I've got a leaf there already, and it's going to overlap a little bit, but I don't think that matters. And then I'm going to come in with, what I really like is just a plain stem with no leaves on it, but I don't think I have, so I don't know whether I'll put that one on there. Not sure. I'm going to do the middles of the flowers first before I decide. So I'm going to swap over. I'm going to do red centres for the yellow flowers and yellow centre for the blue. And they're two different centres. So this one is for the half daisy. So that's going to have really bright red. Sort of a bit Rebecca, are they called? Would have brown centres really, but hey ho. There we go. And then the other one needs yellow centres. It's very wildflower meadowish, this one, I think. Like so. Very pretty. I just want a stem. I'm not going to bother about a stem for that one, I don't think, although I might put some more leaves down here. Might just... just seemed like that was, I might just stamp a little bit there. But here I would like something that's just, and the sending is going to cover that up, so it won't look too bad down below. But I think instead of stamping that, because there's too many leaves, I'm going to take my Granny Apple Green marker pen, and I might just do a stem with that. Like that. Perfect. Right, okay, so we can now mount this onto our card. I've got an awful lot of ink on my fingers. I'll just grab a baby wipe, get rid of that. Otherwise I'm going to get ink splodges all over my card. That's really pretty, isn't it? I'm liking those colours. Okay, so we need to mount this onto our card blank first of all, like so. Liking the red, bringing out the coordinate, so you can see how this all coordinates. This is what makes stamping with Stampin' Up, paper crafting with Stampin' Up, because everything coordinates. So you know that if you use Sweet Sorbet ink, it's going to coordinate perfectly with Sweet Sorbet card, and then if you've got DSP pattern paper as well, that will coordinate as well, and you might have some ribbon and that will coordinate, and it just makes the whole crafting process so much easier and makes it look better. Right, now I have already die cut the shadow of the sending word and the actual sending word, and I'm going to mount those two together. So I need a little bit of glue on the back of sending, so just Now you could do this with a cocktail stick and a little puddle of glue, and if you wanted to, because you don't want an awful lot of glue here. It is quite nice to have these shadows. They're doing it quite a lot at the moment, doing these dies with shadows. So it's, sentiment dies with shadows, which I really like because it just lends them a little something. And then that's just going to, you just need to be very careful about positioning this on the vellum. So can't actually see what I'm doing here. Let's turn that over and do it on here so that I can actually see, and you might be able to see as well what I'm doing. Otherwise the vellum just disappeared into the grid mat and I couldn't see what I was doing. There we go. And you'll be pleased to know that for the first time since I've used this sending die, I remembered that I need to just rescue the dot, and I've got it here. So I'm just going to put a little splodge of glue there and then just pick it up with my tweezers. Like so. It's a little bit fiddly doing this, I have to admit, but as you know, I don't mind fiddly. And then that is going to go on here. So yeah, so the stem of that one, it just gives the illusion there. So a little bit of glue on the back, trying to get it behind the cardstock rather than on the vellum, although I don't think with this it matters really not an awful lot. Don't think you're going to notice the glue. And that goes on there. Oh, how fab is that? I'm liking this. And then I just need to find, and I haven't got this stamp out, sending. I'm going to do birthday wishes again because I have got a lot of birthdays coming up. So where's birthday wishes? There it is. And I'm going to do this in, yes, I'm going to do it in, oh, actually I might do it in Azure Afternoon. That's an idea. I might do it in a different colour. What do you think? Yeah, I might do it in, sorry, I'm thinking out loud here. Hope you're all still with me. I'm not going to sleep with my ramblings. There we go. I've got a little bit of cardstock. Only need a tiny bit for this. So, got glue on it. Let's turn it over. That's the whole point of having cardstock. You've got two sides. There we go. So that's birthday wishes, and we just need to trim that down now. So I'm going to bring out my little trimmer. You could do this on your big trimmer easily, but I've just got my little trimmer, my little chopper. I wish they'd bring these back. No, I've said it before. I think that would be a really good selling point. People see us use ours because we got ours a couple of years ago, and they want to buy them and they can't because they're not produced anymore. There we go. Sending birthday wishes. So let's just pop that up on some dimensionals. Really liking the colours I've used here. And it does remind me, we've got a wildflower garden or wildflower bed in our garden that my husband sort of takes ownership of, but I've had a little bit of input this year. So I'm hoping to have a flower bed that will look very similar to this in the summer. It's all coming up nicely, but not quite there yet. Right, okay, so that's the front of our card, but of course we did cut a panel for the inside as well. So let's just do a little bit of decorating on the inside of the panel. So let's start with our red daisy. Might do it over here. Red daisy. And let's give that a leaf, some leaves. And then I might just do a blue sprig. Should I, or should I do the yellow daisies? Decisions. Let's do blue. Let's just do a blue sprig there. And use my marker again to give him some leaves. Oh, I've got the brush end this time. Let's try it with that. There we go. And we'll just do the centre in yellow. And that will be our inside our card. Just a little bit of decoration that echoes the outside. There it is. So there's the, just put a blue splodge on there. Let's glue that in, and of course you could do the same on your envelope if you wanted to. There we go. And that's our Sending Smiles card. So just shows you what a different effect you can get using a different colour scheme. How different are those? But I like them both. I actually like this one. You know I do like bright colours. Could do another one in sort of very murky colours, I suppose, like the New In colours, and see what that looked like. But anyway, I'm quite happy with these. Hope you like that. I hope it's given you another idea of how to use that stamp set if you've got it in your collection. And I'll be back really soon to show you another card project. Please join me for that. Do press the subscribe button if you haven't already, and you won't miss any of my videos. Thanks for joining me today. Bye.